listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNtalkradio.com. Well, and yes, indeed, and welcome to the show. And yeah, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. And yes, it's all different. It's all studiofied now. Looks like it's got all that malarkey going on, and I don't actually like it, but you know, that's the way it goes. So as long as you guys can hear me, that's what it's all about. So who we got in the show already? Now, first and foremost, let me start by saying a huge apologies to everybody because I wasn't here. I've been off. I wasn't very well. I done something and I twisted my back and I literally pinched the spine, pinched the nerve in the spine, and it shook me so bad. I was actually physically ill, and so I was in bed for about 3 days. I'm just turning this around because I'm not really brilliant about this thing, but anyway, so I wasn't very well, and I was literally physically ill for nearly 2 days. I had to cancel all readings, I had to cancel all shows, everything, and I do apologize. So I kind of come together really Saturday night. It was all sort of coming back together. Sunday was a lot better. I felt much better on Sunday, and today I was actually up and I was out at the doctors this morning, and then look, you know, they were taking more blood out of me, and they took so much blood out of me. I was actually dizzy. I had to wait 15 minutes in the doctors because he took so much damn blood. I was like, and they were like, "Are you kidding?" I was like, "Wow." I said, "Did you give me some drugs?" And they went, No. It was dizzy. I was so, hey, I'm here. Okay, that's more important. Thank you for all of your messages of please get well soon. I really didn't get those until Saturday night, yesterday, really. I knew messages were coming through Saturday night because I kind of was laying in bed and I looked at my phone and they were going, like this. And I kind of thought, oh, look at them tomorrow, you know. And I literally stayed in bed, and I couldn't walk from my bed to the bathroom. That's how bad it was. Every time I put my legs on the ground, my left leg was actually tingling. So doctor said you've trapped a nerve. Just rest. There's nothing we can do about it. And they said if it doesn't get better by Monday, then we want you to come in. We want you to come in anyway. Actually, they rang me this morning and said, listen, we want you to come in anyway. So how are you feeling? I said, well, I'm walking about now. They went, right, come in. So they came in. I came in and they took about 5 gallons of blood out of me. And well, here I am. Actually, I highly recommend 5 gallons of blood being taken out of you because you don't have to feel lightheaded. And usually that takes a lot of alcohol to get to feel like that. But nonetheless, I'm here, and I want a huge, huge thank you to my dear friends, Faye and Roger Faye, for handling the show on Thursday night. That was so generous. At a last minute, and I literally took all my energies just to send them a message going, please cover the show for me. Could you please cover the show? And they went, yes, we'll do it for you. Don't worry. Oh my God. Otherwise it'd literally been a repeat show going on instead. But anyway, like I say, I'm here now. So let me just say hi to everybody. First and foremost, with this new setup, can you hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? I need to know because I'm used to having the mic right in front of my face. And anyway, evening, Julie Sharp. Good to see you. And hope you're feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better than I did, Julie. Thank you so much. Pauline Hook, welcome, my darling. Good to see you. Parachi, welcome. Good to see you. Shani, love to see you in the room. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're keeping well. And the move hasn't happened. The move doesn't happen until week after next. Charlotte, sorry about your back. That's very kind of you to say. I appreciate that so very, very much. Thank you. Mary Erickson, hi Paul, and everyone liked and shared. Thank you very much, Mary. Make sure that you like this, especially if you're on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, then get onto YouTube. Don't be on Facebook. Facebook is crap, and it dies out really, really quickly. It kicks people off. Get over to YouTube, okay? Type in Paul Francis Medium, and it'll bring you straight back to the show. And make sure then that you subscribe to the show and click the bell icon. So every time we do a show, you'll be told. Alrighty. Sorry about your back, says Shawnee. Bless your heart. Thank you so very much. Lynn says, "Hi, Paul. Great to see you back. Thank you." Is that a pun, Lynn? Great to see you back. Great to see you back. Listen, on Saturday night, I couldn't even do that. Trust me. Janine, g'day, mate. It's 5:02 in the morning, and I hope you're feeling better. I am, Janine, and thank you so very, very much for taking the time out of. I mean, 5:02 in the morning. That's dedication. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Can hear you fine, says Lynn. Perfect sound. Hear you great. Everybody says, glad you're fine, says Parachi. Bless your heart. Faye, oh my God. Thank you. Faye, thank you from my deepest parts of my heart. Thank you for you and Roger for covering the show. I really, really, really appreciate you guys so very, very much. I'm not too sure who that is, but if you can see, I don't get to see who you are. So when you're on Facebook, it just says Facebook user, and it's terrible because I don't get to see who you are, and I'd love to say hi, but you're not there. So please come over to YouTube, and then I can see you. Julie says loud and clear. Becky King says loud and clear. Clear. Hi, Becky. Welcome to the show, darling. Good to see you. We have another lovely Facebook user. That's all I get to see. I don't know who you are. I would love to say hi to you. Out of YouTube, sorry, beg your pardon, stay on YouTube. Come out of Facebook, go into YouTube, and in the top search bar, just type Paul Francis Medium. Boom, it'll bring you right back to this show. You click on to the show, you then click on the subscribe button and click the little bell icon, and that will tell you every time we release a show. It says, hey, Paul's going to be doing a show. Click this button and come and join us. And make sure that you like everybody who's on YouTube right now. Just reach down below and boom, click that like button. Click that like button. Now, YouTube are getting a little bit more harsher with this. And if you guys don't click the like button and share the show, boom, we're going to be gone. And you won't have Reach Across or Spirit Request. So I really need you guys to click that like button and share the show and get all of your friends and family to come on, get them to subscribe, get them to click the bell icon, and that will keep us at least here on YouTube. Alrighty? So please do that for me. Roger Garza Sr. is in the house. I'm here on the other side, brother. Good to see you back. Roger, you and Faye are absolute, total, and utter lifesavers. I really appreciate you guys very much. I may have, I don't know if I came across slightly abrupt on Thursday night, but I was in so much pain. I couldn't catch my breath. It was that bad. The pain on Thursday night, Friday was so intense that I was actually physically throwing up. It was that bad. But we're here now. That's more important. Roger, thank you so much for doing a phenomenal job and covering this show on Thursday night. So appreciate it. Prachi says it's fine if I stay here on Facebook for now. You can. I prefer you to come over to YouTube, to be honest with you, Prachi, because we need the numbers over there, really. Try it. Try it first, because if you don't get it onto YouTube where you are, then come back to Facebook. But my advice is go to YouTube, because every time we do a show, or Roger and Faye do a show, boom, you'll be invited. It's automatic, so it's better. You're better off on YouTube. Suzanne, all the way from Egypt, welcome to the show. Once again, Suzanne, come off Facebook over to YouTube. Facebook is now run by it's there's no people involved anymore. Okay, it's run by digital intelligence, so called. And if you say something wrong, if you type something in it and it doesn't recognize it as being polite, boom, you're locked down. So many people, so many friends of mine, including me, have been Facebook jailed for absolutely nothing at all. So I am a big advocate of YouTube now, and I am not so much. As you've probably seen, I'm less and less and less posting on Facebook. So come and join me on YouTube. There's going to be a new channel on my own website. There's going to be a members channel. So everybody who's subscribed to my channel or my website, there's going to be a new channel on that in the not too distant future, where you'll be all invited and you'll actually have to have time with me on the website. So just to put the banners up so you know where the website is, there you go. You'll be able to see that going across the bottom as we speak. Let's have a look. Who else has come and joined us? Crikey. Tony says, "Hi Paul, good to see you. Why are the times I don't feel my boy around? He passed at 18 years old. It's been 8 years, but I feel him around less and less and less. Well, do you know what? First of all, let me just say hi to everybody else. Tony, hold on to that for a second. That got another computer here as well as a backup computer that's running here alongside the main computer. So just in case something goes tickety boo, and I'm back on the game. So Tony, I'll be with you momentarily. I'm going to keep your message up here, and then I'll be back in a second. Emma Allen, hi, darling. It's been a wee while. I haven't seen you for ages. Welcome to the show. Faye says we're here for you always. Thank you very much, Faye. Genuinely appreciate. I honestly, it's a fear of me not being able to be here for the show. First and foremost. Second fear is nothing. Dead air. I really that's a fear of mine, and I was so beside myself on Thursday night, not only with the pain of whatever happened. I don't even know how I did it. But nonetheless, boom. We think it was actually done in the vets because I lifted one of the pups. I say a pup. You got to think now. These pups are literally up to my waist in size. They're huge, and I lifted because the vets were getting them ready for they were getting them ready for meds. And they have to weigh them first. And I lifted one of them onto the scales, and they think that's when I did it. So, Kelly Durant, welcome to the show, darling. Good. It's great to see you as always. Julie Sharp, evening, Roger. Oh, she's speaking to Roger. Good to see. No love. I would have said you're back if I was being sparky. It's great to see all parts of you back. Thank you so very much. Everybody said have a good day. Hello to everybody else. Michael Loire. Hi, Paul and Neve. Uh, welcome to the show, Michael. Lovely. Or I it is Michael, yeah, Michael. Michael, yeah. Um, righty. Just wanted to see Prachi switched over to YouTube. Get in there, girl. Well done. Thank you so much. Make sure, Prachi, you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel now. Click the little bell icon. Every time we do a show, you'll be advised that we're live. Carol Amirio, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Ronnie's in the house too. Ronnie, good to see you. Neve, hi Neve, good to see you. I've shifted to another country and it's been almost 2 months. I still haven't got a job, and it's beginning to get tough. Man, I don't want to get a job. Prachi, I'll come to you momentarily. I want to come back up to Tony. First and foremost, I want to say hi to everybody who has come and joined the show tonight. First and foremost, thank you. Please, 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 please share the show. Get it out on your Facebook pages. Get it out on especially your groups and any other social media that you are a part of. Please send the links out and invite everybody to come and join us. Now, Tony, she says, "Hi, Paul. Good to see you. Why are there times I don't feel my boy around? He passed at 18 years old, and it's been 8 years, but I feel him less and less. Why does this happen, Tony?" Let me just tell you something, my darling. And this is sometimes this comes across as being um, not so great, but I don't mean it to be not so great whatsoever. Alrighty. And of course, somebody's trying to ring me while I'm live on the show. Happens all the time. Um, right. Here's the way it works. As you know, first and foremost, your boy, when he crosses over 18 years old, he's a man. So he's going to be orientated by all of the friends and family that you guys had while he was here on Earth. So while yourself and your son and everybody else was, tickling along and enjoying their lives, and friends and family who crossed ahead of you guys, already. So grandparents, parents, etc., etc. He will then be met by those people. All right. So then he's orientated, he's shown how it all works, he's shown how he can connect with you guys. You're actually saying you feel him around less and less. So that means you felt him around you. So he was connecting with you in a good way. He was making sure that you were feeling him, you were connecting to him, and so on and so forth. Now, what happens is this, and I get this a lot. I get it a lot already. People become fixated on connecting with those who've crossed over, it becomes almost like an addiction. Oh, can you please tell him this? Can you tell him that? I need to know this. I need to know that. And they can't let go. So they're using mediums as the link to keep their loved one connected. Now, that's actually very, very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy because the person here, you, Tony, you don't move on. Okay, you don't move forward. So what they do is when they see they do everything they can to help you gain some momentum in your life again. They start making things happen around you so you start being more connected to life. And that is why we're here. All right. We're connected to life here and now. So as they become more connected to you, as they start connecting you with life again, with family and friends around you, and you start bringing up a level of momentum into your life, they stay with you as that momentum gains and gains. And as they start seeing that you're doing better and better, they pull back a little bit at a time. Okay, it's it's almost like a baby being weaned off of milk and onto solids. I mean, it's nothing like that, but that's the only analogy I can kinda share with you at this moment in time. So, basically what it means, Tony, is you're doing great. You're doing well, and he's proud of that. He's so proud of that, that he's pulling back. Now, it doesn't mean he's gonna disconnect with you, not at all, and it doesn't even mean he's not around you. It means you're doing better. It means he's around you when you call upon him, but don't forget that he has other stuff. It's called the next life for a reason. It's called the next life. It's not like they go on a cloud and get a harp and a pile of grapes. No, they got stuff to do. It's a life. So they got a lot of stuff to get on with over there. At the same time, they can, pop in here and make sure we're tickety boo, and they try their best to make sure that we have the best of what we need to make this life great. But if you're constantly pulling him in, he's not able to get on with life on that side. So what they do is they step a little bit back, a little bit at a time, and on goes the training wheels to the bicycle. Then one of the training wheels comes off, and then later the second training wheel comes off, and you're riding along in life again. So what it means, Tony, is you're doing well. You're doing really, really well, and I'm very proud of you. Alrighty. So well done. But more importantly, thank you. Thank you very much for sharing that with us tonight. And as such, as being the first as always, I'm going to do a card for you because it was a great question. A lot of people now have learned a lot from that. Okay. As you guys can see, I shuffle the cards. There you go. I'm doing in front of you. I can't wait for the second camera. Because there's going to be a camera pointing down, and you'll be able to see what's in front of me, and you'll see that nothing's preordained or pre-set up or anything like that, and it's all real and honest. And so what we go for January, February, March, April. So there's an April connection here, Tony. They want me to acknowledge, or the fourth of a month is significant because they're holding the number 4 over the calendar. So they want me to acknowledge a 4 connection to the calendar, which would be the fourth month of April, or the fourth of a month is significant. They want me to talk about the 11th as being significant as well. So there's a connection to either November or the 11th of a month is significant as well. There's a strong A connection, like Alan, Andrew, Alice. But the A, remember when I say names, if I give out a name to anybody listening tonight, you do come through and I'm doing a reading for you, if I give you a name, don't automatically assume that that person is crossed, okay? The name means, in my reference, it means who they are, who's with them, or they want to acknowledge somebody here to say hi to, alrighty? So make sure that that A connection comes into play. I'm being told to tell you, please, 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 please don't forsake your own health. All right, be on top of your own health. Okay, so where either the blood sugars, the blood pressure, something along those lines, and also something to do with your diet. Be a little bit more conscientious about what you're eating. Alrighty. So they give me the fourth, and I'm going to bring the fourth card up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Full card number 4. So here we go. Card number 4. I said it's about getting on top of your health. Look at the card that comes out for you. I gotta bring it in so it then because the camera has a wee bit of a problem sometimes. Oh, there you go. Cleanse and detoxify, Tony. Alrighty. So, with great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you develop a life affirming ways to deal with stress, and we'll ease any sorrow and shedding of your old ways. See that what I mean? Where it comes through, look, life affirming ways to deal with your stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares and worries and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. What an amazing message, not only from your son, but from the angelic realm looking out for you as well. So, Tony, thank you. That's an amazing question and a great start to tonight's show. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And you go ahead now and you enjoy the rest of your day. Alrighty. Thanks for being here. Don't forget, make sure you share the show. It's vitally important that you guys get out there and share the show. Shani, she says, "Oh, I was a soul midwife doula again last Wednesday. This time it was my childhood friend who had multiple organ failure. Love you guys, sending you and love. Thank you so very much, Shani. Thank you for all of you doing. You're clearly being guided to do the right things, and I would say, Shani, a little bit like what I was saying to Tony just now. I'm getting a feeling of um, not necessarily you're so busy looking after the world. Okay, we need to look after ourselves. Okay, because I'm seeing a symbol, and that symbol happens to be an oxygen mask, like you would see in an airplane. So when you're seeing the safety demonstration on an airplane, you would say, in the event of cabin pressure drops, oxygen masks are fall out of the ceiling. Then they say, please put your own on first before you attempt to help anyone else. What that means when I see that symbol is they need you to be a little bit more conscientious about yourself. Give yourself a little bit of a break. There's a little bit of pressure building up around you that I'd like to bring back a little bit. Something to do with joints going on here as well that you want me to acknowledge. Okay. Now, I am seeing, I'm not a doctor. First and foremost, I am not a doctor. I'm not a trained physician. And what I'm giving you is just information. Please always, for any physical ailments of any kind or mental ailments of any kind, please see a trained specialist, i.e., a doctor or a chemist. Now, but for this, I keep seeing primrose oil for some reason. Okay. Now, whether that's to do with your joints, I don't know. But I'm seeing another symbol, which is literally fish oil. Okay. So the fish oil and the primrose oil will help in the joint regions because I feel they're making me feel quite tight in my joints. So please consider that, or go and see a professional physician and just say, "Hi, listen, my joints are a bit stiff or whatever. What can I do?" But listen, you're doing everything fantastic. Let me just. I'm getting two numbers, 3 and 5. I don't know whether you want me to talk about 35 as being significant. Um, 3 and 5. But it didn't come through as 35. It went three, then boom, over to 5. So either there's a March connection you want me to acknowledge, and a May, March and May connections here, so that they're the third and the fifth months, or the third of a month and the fifth of a month is significant. Okay. Um, I don't know where the I don't know if it's Josie or Josephine, Josie, that kind of a name. Joe with this on the end of it is being shouted here in the background. I've got someone who crosses over with a very unique illness. This is an illness that they've had from a very very young age. Either maybe it could well be being from birth, like an MS or something like that. I'm not too sure, but it feels to me they carry this illness until it brings them across to the other side. I feel an inability to breathe, so it could be cystic fibrosis, something along those lines. I'm not too sure, but anyway, I've got an acknowledgement around you to say hi to. Okay. I've asked this person to put themselves on your family tree, and they're not going onto the family tree. They're staying level with you. So this could be a family friend or a distant cousin or a connection to the family that wants to be acknowledged in some particular way. The name Eva, Evan, that like an EV sounding name is being shouted as well to be acknowledged. And I don't know whether you've got a connection to either zoology or I'm seeing literally giraffes going on here. I don't know why, but there's something going on with I'm seeing the whole giraffe thing. But I'm hearing that lovely African chanting and African drums going off. So there's either connection to South Africa they want me to bring my attention to, but there's something about that they're drawing in here that I've got. Now, when I give off names, I'm quite comfortable about being off with the name, but I won't be off with the initial of what it sounds like. So if I'm off with the name, please forgive me, but I'm hearing sound, okay? And as they don't have vocal cords, they got to make the air or the sound in my head sound like that, like that. That's what I'm sounding. So, and remember who they are, who they're with, please say hi to. So, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go with first um, of what they do. One, two, three. Wow, Shani, I did say to you first and foremost before I even show you this card. I said you need to start looking within. Already, give yourself a break. Here's the card. Be honest with yourself. I gotta go in, and there we go. Look into your heart, and you will know the truth of this situation. It is safe for you to admit the truth to yourself, or we will support you and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your own true desires, and they will come to you on angels' wings. Whoosh. Wow. What a card to have. Water, by the way. Shani, thank you for being here, my darling. I do hope that helps. And thank you for all of your support. I appreciate it. So Parashi says, hey, I've switched across here. Well done. Thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you click that little bell icon and you'll be connected to us for all time. Righty then. Parashi says, I shifted to another country. It's been almost 2 months. I still haven't had a job and it's being rough. Now, may I know when will I get a job? Well, first and foremost, Prachi, that you need to be aware that when you shift countries, there's a lot of legalities that goes on about having work. Okay, but I don't know whereabouts you are, but there's something to do with water connected to this. I don't know whether you're going to work on boats. I don't know when you're going to work on yachts. I don't know, but there's something to do with water that I'm seeing around you that's going to help you move forward. Um, but and also, I want to say to you as well, there's going to be an option of three. Okay, there's going to be three opportunities coming your way very shortly, if not already there. But the opportunities that one of them is something you've somewhere that you've already made a connection to. Okay, um, think before you leap, Prachi. Think before you leap, because although two of them look really, really good, one of them has a dead end to it. Okay. Well, in other words, you'll get in there and it'll be just like you'll be stuck and you won't be able to progress or move sideways or up or down or whatever. So one of them looks really, really good on the onset that like maybe you don't have to produce documents or whatever, but just look before you leap. Okay. One of the jobs starts off on a lower level, maybe lower than what you're used to, but it's going to quickly move you up the channel. Already, be aware of that. I can't see what the third one is. I cannot see what the third one is, but it's something to do with administration. Alrighty. Again, I'm getting a sound. It sounds like icha, icha. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's a word or if it's a name. I'm hearing something that sounds like icha, icha, like that. And the name Yanni is quite pronounced here. 8. So there's an August connection or the 8th of a month. The number 8, boom, straight up to me just now. Um, I've got to say this to you. Be aware of food related jobs. Okay, like working in fast food companies or something like that. Be aware of something like that. Be aware of that. Okay, but I wouldn't rush head on into that. But remember what I say. We are on this earth to make our own choices in life. Okay, so, but I kind of feel that at the end of all of this, you're going to come out on top. You're going to, trust your inner instincts, trust that drive and motivation that you have. Um, you're going to come out on top, and it never hurts to ask for help. It never hurts. Okay, so don't be motivated or sorry demotivated by pride. Okay, if there's family members that can help you, take the help. Let's go for the eighth card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. What do we got? Wow. Wow. So that was the eighth card. Now I just want to show you. That's the eighth card. Just going to show you of all of the options I can give you. Like, there are how many cards here? I'm just gonna tell you. 44. So out of 44, it said number 8, and I picked the eighth card. Check this out. Trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are there with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this area, to this idea. Sorry. So be open to receiving our support and anything you need related to this idea. Zoom. Do you see when I said something to do with admin? Look at the picture. Isn't that amazing? Wow. I love my job. Prachi, it's great to see you. Thank you so very, very much for being on here. I really, really appreciate you. So Ronnie says, "Hi Paul, glad you're feeling better." Ronnie, thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. And having so many wonderful friends and followers around the world sending me good energy, it's great, great opportunity to be able to uh, get all that love, get all that strength coming from you guys because it really, really does work. I'm part of an international healing group, and what we're getting in regards to results are mind-boggling. They're amazing. So when you have somebody in mind, especially a family member, okay, just close your eyes, see a beautiful golden light around that family member. Okay, it's an orb, and just see, imagine like lightning inside the orb, but hitting the person wherever it is that they're unwell. Okay, for me, for example, it would have been lightning hitting my back, so and going up and down my spine. And imagine that person getting stronger, getting better, healing really, really quickly, healing strong, getting stronger. And as they're getting stronger, see the globe or the orb start to dissipate and see that person in perfect health. Okay. You can do that. You have the opportunity within your mind or within your heart and your soul, because your soul is connected to the universal energy of healing. So send that energy to the people that you love that need healing. It doesn't have to be physical, it can be mental as well. So if you've got friends or family who are maybe suffering with depression or suffering being down, you can send that energy to them by seeing exactly what I've just shown you. Imagine that person being inside that golden orb and sort of like lightning hitting them and just seeing them getting better, getting stronger, and coming out the other side of this ordeal being fully immersed in health and life and being everything great around them. Give it a go. What have you got to lose? Nothing, but everything to gain. Alrighty. So we're just going half past the hour, which means I gotta do a little bit of this. You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com. Yes, and I'm back, and you are listening to me on UPRN Talk Radio. Who have I got coming in now? Puffins says, good evening, Paul. Good evening, Puffins. Welcome to the show. Lisa's in Michigan is in the house. This house is clear. Michigan, welcome, Lisa. Good to see you, darling. Thank you for being here. Got another lovely person going, hi. I really honestly would love to say hi to you, but I can't see who you are. All I literally see is Facebook friend. Gina Bankston is in the house. Gina, welcome to the show, my darling. Good to see you. I hope you're well, and I hope your show's going from strength to strength. Looking forward to a new invite sometime, but leave it for a couple of weeks at least, okay? Because I'm literally at the end of next week. It's either the next week or the following week we're moving home. So, bam, boosh. Tony says, thank you, Paul. His birthday was April. Okay, that was the April connection. So he was definitely sending you some links. Go, hey, it's me, mama. I'm all right. That's what you need to know, Tony. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. We have an issue, us people, because we tend to remember our loved ones as we saw them last. Okay, and that's not who they are. Okay, they are not that person who was laid out before you. They are the person who they were at the best of their life. That's who they are now. They are at the height of their life. Okay, they're full of vigor. They're full of love. They're full of life. They're connected to all of the people that you guys had to mourn. Imagine that. Imagine being connected to all the people you thought you lost. No. And here's the thing. The reason they don't miss us, we miss them, of course, we do. But the reason they don't miss us is because they're able to connect with us every single day, should they need to. Okay? But remember, as they see you getting too connected and you can't move forward in your life because you need to hear from them, then that goes against the whole grain of everything. That goes against the grain of life. Because we're here on this earth to learn. Okay, we're literally the ones who are away. We're at university. We're learning. Okay, and once we've finished our course, it'll be time for us to go home too. Okay, and then once again, we'll be connected to all those who were a part of our lives and we lost. So, as much as I'm looking forward to that, I also don't want to go because there's a lot more on this earth that I want to do. I'm looking forward to at some point being a grandparent. Can't wait for that to happen, to be honest with you. But I got a lot more to do here before I go home. So I want to be here for as long as I possibly can. Okay. So Tony, thank you for being here tonight. You've helped a lot of people. You don't know that you've done that, but you have. Your questions, all you guys, your questions and the answers I give you, I hope help you. But the Q&A between us helps everybody else. They all learn from it. So please keep those questions coming. Where is she? Shawnee says, I can't believe it. Hi, beautiful Faye. Yes, beautiful Faye. And handsome Roger. Do you remember I said, Shawnee, about getting your eyes tested? Roger's spitting his coffee all over the place right now. Tony says his name was Andrew, and if Amber is his godfather that passed, I have lots of stress. Let it go. Let that stress go. Stress shortens your life. Stress is it's the ingredient that helps all the negatives in our life. Okay, stress is one of the biggest killers of people in this world. It triggers off other illnesses. Get rid of stress, and the best way to do that is meditate. Okay, meditate. Take some time out every single day, at least 15 minutes every day, just for yourself, and do a bit of meditation. And just let go of all the negatives in your life and embrace all the positives. Because while you're focused on negatives, stressed, you're blocking all of the positives. And I hate to say this, but you're also blocking the connections from your loved ones who are trying to get through to you. So the more stressed you are, the more you block that connection. let it go. Situations of the past have no relevance to the future unless you make them relevant. Okay. So when you're dragging up the past, don't be surprised if it trips you up because you're dragging it up. Let it go. It's in the past, gone, done. Learn the lessons, bring the lessons with you, absolutely, but leave the situation in the past. Becky King says, "Hi, Becky. First and foremost, I'm returning to work in a couple of weeks after 6 months off following my spinal fusion surgery. It's a physical job, and my back still isn't perfect. Are you picking up anything about how I'll get on?" Well, it's funny you should ask that question today of all days, because today is the first day that I've got back after exactly the same situation. Alrighty? It's important, Becky, that you are sensible in what you do. But here's what I will pick up. Be open with communication. Make sure people understand what you've gone through, what you're capable of, and more importantly, what you're not capable of. Okay? Which would you rather? Would you rather build up a momentum and be at work with your work friends and, you know, have a great time moving forward? Or would you like to work hard for 2 weeks and then be off for another 6 months? I know where I would be going. But just be communication is the message that I'm giving to you because I'm being made feel that. Communicate. I don't know if the name Trevor comes into play here, but I'm hearing the name Trevor as I'm looking at your picture here, Becky. So the name Trevor comes zooming through my mind, literally. I don't know if you've have you is there something about an ankle going on here? Have you damaged your ankle? Have you twisted your ankle or something? But they're coming to talk about the ankle as being significant. Okay. 7. So there's a July connection here or the 7th of a month? There's a July connection or the 7th of a month they want me to acknowledge. Okay. One, two, six. Multilingual. Good. Hey, this is never bad advice. What I'm about to show to you, Becky. Not only Becky, but y'all. This is never bad advice. Daydream. Daydream. You will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice that feelings, visions, or idea as if you were watching a movie, because this is the seat of creativity. Can't hurt. Actually, do you know what, Becky? That picture don't have to look like you. That picture looks like you. Isn't that amazing? Hopefully it helps you, darling. Thank you for being here as always. I can't believe how quickly this is zooming past. Already 3/4 of an hour has gone past. Emma Lorma's joined us. Emma, good evening, my darling. Neve says, would love some guidance, please. Absolutely happy to help, but on what? Um, Emma says, this year's going so fast, can't believe. Not so mini me will be 9 in September. You have no idea, Emma. You have no idea. My baby, okay, had her prom on Friday night. And 3 weeks previous to her prom, I was giving away my oldest baby. Live life here and now, okay? Enjoy every single second of every single day and make sure that your connection to the people you love is by through communication, appreciation, and validation. Communication, appreciation, and validation. Communicate, tell them how much you love them. Appreciate the time you've got together and validate it by doing stuff, making things happen. Don't let them think, oh, I know mom loves me, or I know my friend loves me. Also, make sure they understand. Make sure by validating it. Tia says, hi, Paul. Tia, welcome. Good to see you, my darling. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And Emma, thank you for that lovely little message. That's really nice because it helps other people too. Thank you so much, says Shani. Josephine's my mom's cousin. Oh, there you go. Oh my God, perfect card. Yes, indeedy. Prachi says, subscribed. You're part of the team now, Prachi. You're part of the team. Make sure you get that link out to all of your friends and family, though. Make sure that happens. Julia Evans says, hi, everybody. Y'all. Paul, glad to see that you're better. Julie, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. TS has joined. Adelaide did never, as always. Tia, hey, listen, the very fact you take a moment out of your life to watch my show, I am very much appreciative of already. Appreciate it too much. Josie Jose Morales. I'm thinking because that's the way Roger teaches me. It's not Josie, it's Jose Morales. Welcome to the show. Hi from the USA, and it's come through like that. So hi from the United States. Come out, all both of you, Jose and yourself. Come out of Facebook. Out. Go into YouTube, and in the search bar at the top, type Paul Francis Medium. Paul Francis Medium. Boom, you'll be straight back to the show. And then subscribe to the show, hit the bell icon, and every time we do a show, you will be automatically invited. Automatically, it'll just send you a message out going, hey, don't forget Paul's show is going to be starting in about whatever, in an hour, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. But it will invite you. And then also, I'll be able to see who you are. So, Jose and whoever that lovely person is from the United States, go into YouTube. It is far more stable. Lisa, she says, my niece died at the age of 3. I'm so very sorry for that, Lisa. There's no words for the loss of a child. None. In 1988, and for the longest time, my last image in my mind was of her in her coffin. Yes, I understand that. I didn't like to use the word coffin, but when I was saying laid out, that's what I meant. I remember her alive, running around and laughing. Lisa, perfect, perfect. Now, even though she only had 3 years of experience here, she was an old soul. Okay, so if you think about her, you think about her how she was when she was here, and if you think about her connected to, if you think about her mom, um, she's an old soul. She'd been here many times. She also knew, Lisa, that she was only going to be here for a short time. So it's hard for us to let a child go. It's difficult. I can totally and utterly understand that. And I remember doing a reading for a gentleman who had lost a child, and I remember finishing the reading as professional as I could. And he was the last reading of that day, and I remember going out and into my office at home and breaking down because of the pain that gentleman was carrying was so intense that it actually affected me physically. But being a father, I could obviously understand it and appreciate it for what he was going through. So it's a really, really difficult thing to lose a child. Okay. But I can tell you that even though she only grew to the age of 3 here, she continues to grow on the other side of life. So she will be very much around you. Okay. So Lisa, I don't know why I'm supposed to talk about ponies and horses, but I'm seeing equestrianism going on around you. Either that your niece wants to acknowledge ponies or horses as being significant, and something to do with the tree. The tree is significant here. I'm seeing a yellow rose. Now, I'm going to say I'm seeing a yellow rose. Okay, I'm going to say that verbally. I'm going to say that now. For me personally, Paul Francis, a yellow rose means it means health. That's what it means to me. So when they show me a yellow rose, they want me to talk about your health as being, listen, you need to tighten up on your health. That's what that means. However, I'm feeling a sub feeling about this. So what they're trying to tell me is the yellow rose means something to you. Okay, so it means something to you personally, as being very significant. Okay. I don't know who the David Daniel Des. There's a strong D connection. They want me to acknowledge here. So they want me to acknowledge a very, very strong D. Now somebody crosses over Lisa with. I think the way they're making me feel, it feels like 2 heart attacks. Like they have a heart attack, and that knocks them down, it takes them out. But then he had another heart attack maybe a day or two later, which finally kind of brings him across to the other side of life. But I'm being literally made feel two heart attacks. Somebody was either connected to emergency services because I'm seeing blue flashing lights here. It could be fire brigade, animal, or sorry, I'm going to say animal. Yeah, it could be animal as well. Blue flashing lights, animals as well. But there's a blue flashing emergency services connection here. They want me to acknowledge. There's a strong M, Mark, Mary, Marie, a strong M name. Remember who they are, who they're with. They say hi to be acknowledged as well. And they're telling me to talk about the 11th as being significant. Once again, either the month of November is significant or the 11th of a month is significant, or the number 11 is significant in itself. Okay, please. Oh, I can't believe how quickly the time zooms. So let's go for the 11th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know why I did a southern accent there. I have no idea. Wow, Lisa, what a great message from your niece. Look at that. I would say that child wouldn't be a million miles off 3 years old, would you? Look at that little angel. And the message is, I'm gonna go in this. Let's just say the camera has a wee bit of a mind of its own. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a constant high level. So that little message I would say would be from that beautiful little niece of yours. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? I feel humble to be able to do this. I really do. Trudy Two Toes is in the house. Good evening, my darling. Good to see you as always. Nicola Duran has joined us. Nicola, hi. Good to see you too. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate that. Jane has joined us. Nielsen. Jane, I have no idea how to pronounce your second with G, but Nielsen. Jane, hi. Welcome to the show. Jane, I'm going to invite you to come out of Facebook. Get out of there. Go into YouTube, top of the bar, where the little search bar on YouTube. Just type in Paul Francis Medium. Boom, it'll bring you right back to this show, right back here. My advice is to subscribe on YouTube, and then every time I do a show, it'll be automatically sent to you, and you'll be able to join without having to search or anything like that. I keep telling Trudy, but she never gets in there. She's pedantic, is our Trudy. Anyway, James, good to see you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. Janine Williams says, "Hey Paul, if anything comes out for me, please, would you let me know? Could you also let me know why I'm getting bad chest pain? What does that mean?" First and foremost, as I've always said, and I'll continue to always say, never ever go to a medium for a physical ailment. Go to a doctor. Mediums are not, well, 99.99999% of mediums are not trained doctors. Okay, always, always, always go to a professional physician for an ailment, especially an ailment that affects the chest area. Go and see that. Alrighty. In relation to something coming out for you, I've got a gentleman around you at this moment in time, and he comes over on dad's side of the family. Would have been well known for his hats as being because he keeps pointing to the top of his head. So I'm assuming that he wants me to acknowledge his hat because I'm seeing my grandfather's. No, no. When I see my grandfather, it's either for a couple of reasons. Number one, it'll be his rank, i.e., grandfather, or his name, Peter. Okay, but my grandfather was well known for hats. He had a hat for different jobs. He had a hat for working on our farm. He had a hat for going to the shops. He had a hat for going to church on a Sunday, and the hat was significant. So he keeps pointing to the top of his head. I'm being told that the name Peter is significant here, okay, but not necessarily connected for that particular reason. I've got a gentleman who wants me to acknowledge also a connection to the ocean already. So either he's in the Navy, the Merchant Navy, or there's something about the sea going or the ocean that they want to draw my attention to. Janine, I'm supposed to say to you as well about being taking more opportunities to get into fresh air, get into the fresh air. Okay, maybe walks in the country, I don't know, or great bike riding or something about that. I'm supposed to acknowledge. Okay, I also want to say to you to please be aware that there's this passing down of knowledge going to happen here. Okay, so you're going to have to be the agony aunt. Okay, but you're going to be the agony aunt because you are chosen, because people trust you. Okay, so this person who's going to come to you to be the agony aunt is because you're trusted. Okay, like me, if you don't feel qualified to give information, I think you should do this. Be more aware of opening up opportunities to the person. Okay, so like for example, I am not medically trained and couldn't tell you what's causing your chest pain. I would then say to you, listen, be more aware of getting to speak to a physician, a doctor. But get yourself out in the air and breathe. Get in the country, get good air into your lungs. Something about that is significant. So I don't know about chest pain, but I will give you good advice to getting good health. I don't know why I'm going to talk about the month of June or the sixth of a month is significant. So the number six comes up around you. So it's the sixth of a month or the sixth month of June is significant. I got a birthday anniversary just gone as well. They want me to acknowledge a birthday anniversary just gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once again, check this out. Be honest with yourself. All right. Look into your heart. Chest pain. Hello. Look into your heart, and you'll know the truth of the situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, or we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. There's a lot of messages coming here, Janine. Focus only upon your true desires, and they will come to you on angels' wings. Gosh, you asked the question, you got the answer. Is that cool or what? That is amazing. Thank you for being here, Janine. As always, it's such. I'm so humbled by all you guys take the time, especially from all over the country and all over the world. We've got Jane coming in from Turkey. We got that lovely person coming in from. We got loads of people from America. We got Australia, Janine just there, and of course Egypt as well. Wow, and we got Germany, Ireland. Wow, this is a truly international show. Roger's giving Becky a bit of advice. Yes, Roger, as you always advise me to come on the show, on your show, give advice. Please, 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 boom, give advice in there as well. I trust them absolutely. Neve says work life if possible. Right, Neve, let me just bring your message up in here. Work life. Okay, I don't see an immediate change around you, if I'm absolutely honest. So a little bit more conscientious about. I'm just saying, do me a favor and check the pennies. Okay, if you look after the pennies will look after themselves. But there's something telling me that there is something wrong with the banking or wrong with the post office. I don't know which. My symbol for both is the same. But there's something wrong with the banking. So check your bank and make sure that whatever's going out and goes into it is correct. Alrighty. In relation to work, don't be surprised if something doesn't come up in relation to being able to work at home. Okay, but it could go alongside with whatever you're doing at the minute. So an opportunity to do something on the side in home based is kind of showing itself here to me. Okay, I don't know if you're good with hair, but I'm seeing scissors and combs. But I don't know whether that's something to do with a person's hair, beauty and hairdressing, or it's to do with working with animals, i.e., becoming a groomer, something along those lines. The number three comes up around you again, third of the month, March, or the third of a month, significant. Let's go for the third card. Gosh, time is getting away from you tonight. There you go. Check that out. That's a good message, Neve. There we go. Release and surrender. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped in your hands. Open your hands and arms and heart to our love and assistance. Okay, check that out. That's an amazing picture, isn't it? So hopefully that helps you, Neve. I've gone past the hour. That means I'm behind. And I gotta press this button. You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com. Welcome back. I'm your host, Paul Francis. You are listening and watching Reach Across Live. Coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 from the beautiful city of New Orleans in the United States. Brought to you by UPRN Talk Radio. Thank you very much to the lovely people on UPRN Talk Radio. Don't forget, there is a plethora of shows on UPRN for you to be able to watch, especially my dear friends Roger and Faye. Their show will be on Wednesday night with Latino Psychic Visions. And of course, on Saturday, you'll be able to watch This Mug's For You. But you will also see them live on my show on Spirit Quest, which is Thursday night at 9 p.m. UK time. We got Bro Jake. Oh, Bro Jake. What a great psychic name. Bro Jake. Yo, come to my house. I'll steal all your money. I'm a fake. What an asshole. Right, so going on next. Where did I get to? Bro Jake, what a moron. Makes you laugh, doesn't it, though? So what was I saying? Where do we go? I don't want to miss many people if I can. Jane Nielsen says, alrighty. Jane says, hi, Paul. Is there anything for me? A message about my future. Things have been a bit hectic for me. Jane, literally, as I looked at your photograph, which is a beautiful photograph, by the way, my immediate emotions were to step back, literally step back and take some time out. You're doing too much to appease too many people. There's too much going on around you. You're trying too hard to make too many people feel good about themselves. And to be honest with you, not doing a lot for yourself. When you focus on yourself, a lot of people think negatively. They think they have a guilt complex about looking after yourself. You should never, ever, ever have that. Okay, you should always put yourself forward, because when you're in top of your game, when you're top of your health, when you're top of the world, you have more abilities to be able to help other people. Okay, so Jane, there's a little bit of stepping back to be had around you at the moment. I'm seeing a beautiful pink crystal like this one. Okay, now you can't really see it in this camera because the color isn't sort of phenomenal, but it's pink and it's called rose quartz. Now that alone, as soon as I see that, that tells me immediately we need a little bit of okay, step back and take a few breaths, take a bit of time out for Jane. Okay, I feel August, or in the middle of August towards the end, so in the middle of August as we head towards September, is going to get a little bit hectic for you. Okay, but good hectic, not bad hectic. So while you got the opportunity to catch a breath, now make it happen, girl, because you need to take that time out. Spend a little bit of time near the ocean. Okay, I kind of get the feeling that when you're near the ocean, you kind of get revitalized. Not necessarily swimming or diving or water skiing, just sitting there, your feet just tickling in the water, getting a wee bit of sun. And just taking that time out, a wee bit of breathing, a little bit of meditation with book, but a little bit of Jane time. That's what I'm getting around you, okay? Really, really step back. But please, please, please hear what I say. Put Jane first. Alrighty, stop living your life for other people. Do you know what that's called? Slavery. Remember what I've said. Presh Pandey, what a beautiful name. Presh, welcome to the show. Hi, first time here. Can I get a reading? Well, let me do. If it's your first time here, please welcome to the show. Can I please advise you and invite you to come out of Facebook? Come out of Facebook. Alrighty, come out of Facebook and go into YouTube. Okay, now when you get into YouTube, at the top search bar in the little area where you do the searches, just type in Paul Francis Medium. All right, and it'll bring you straight back to this show. Subscribe to the show and hit the little bell icon. And every time I do a show, you'll be invited. You'll literally get an invitation to the show. Now, how my show works is this: rather than just saying, "Can I get a reading?" The readings are more about building up energy and direction and motivation and sort of not necessarily obligation, but a guidance to help you make the best of your life. Okay. So we live our life to the max. Then when we get across to the other side of life, we get the opportunity to look back in our lives. We say, well, hey, I did my best. So in relation to your particular opportunities, I would say to you, Paresh, once again, I'm getting a break, like a snap, in relation to communication. So there is a breakdown in communication going on around you that I'm picking up that needs to be really reestablished. Now, the breakdown feels to me awkward. So, oh, she said this, he said that, snap. When we tend to do is we tend to become offensive when we're defensive. All right. So it's an offensive defensive. So my advice is, or my feeling is really bring that communication to a higher level and understand that your point of view is valid as well as everybody else's point of view. I always say, if you want to mend something, see the other person's point of view. It may not necessarily fix the situation. It may not necessarily, float your boat. But if you can see their point of view and say, hey, listen, I understand where you're coming from, but please look at my situation. Here's where I am. Here's where I want to be. Here's what I really want to do. One thing I will say around you, Paresh, as well, is there is a new job opportunity coming up, and there's a big sharp left turn. So either you're coming to the end of one opportunity or one job situation or one business opportunity, a new one's about to present itself, which is like sparkling. Okay, it feels to me that this sparkling opportunity is going to open doors that you may have considered before were closed. Okay, never consider that. Always be optimistic. Look up, not down. For every time you walk along the street with your head down, you're missing a moment of sunshine. I want to say this to you: you're being watched over. Oh my gosh, are you ever being watched over? I feel this beautiful, like silk, something, something to do with a silk scarf. But this person who crosses over, who's watching over you, would have been really renowned for their eyes. Their eyes are like, as you look into this person's eyes, they could almost hypnotize you. So I feel it's a lady. I feel it's a mom's side of the family. I feel a beautiful connection to a maternal connection here. So it's a mother, grandmother figure who wants me to recognize as being around you. There's a sense of pride around you as well, to say well done for stepping up and shaking off um, what's expected of you, and creating more what you want to do, because that's what's opening the opportunities. Alrighty. So please come out of Facebook, go to YouTube, subscribe, click the bell icon, and please share the show. Thank you for being here tonight, and welcome to the show. Whoosh! Dawn Hatton is in the house. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I made it. I missed you guys for the last couple of weeks. Dawn, missed you too, darling. I wasn't here for the last week. I was literally off ill, but we're here tonight. It's good to see. Lisa Gibbons says, could you please tell me anything from my sister? I miss her so much. She took her life. Lisa, first and foremost, we're really, really sorry that you lost your sister in that way. Um, your sister, I promise you with my heart. Anyone who takes themselves to the other side of life, first and foremost, they realize that that's not the way to go. So they do everything possible to reconnect, okay, and to take away the pain that they see now that they've caused. So not only do they not get away from their own pain, they actually see, like for example, Lisa, they see what you're going through. They no longer are in pain in any way, shape, or form, but they don't get away from the issue. And that makes it more sort of palatable to you. She will be definitely connecting to you. I'm supposed to say thank you for the candle. Thank you for the candle. Okay. I'm supposed to say she gets it when you talk to her and you keep looking in the mirror or look at the window. Something to do with the mirror or the window. That's a reflection concept that's going on here that they're trying to show me. I'm hearing a song called Sometimes. Sometimes. I don't know if there's a tune between you guys called Sometimes, but I'm hearing Sometimes like it's being sung to me. Um, Alrighty. Now, I'm not sure whether she was a big believer in the other side of life or not, but she's shown me a symbol to say surprise. In other words, she didn't believe in the other side of life, and when she realizes it's all real, she becomes, oh my God, it's real, kind of feel. And that surprise is still a black. Surprise, surprise. Um, do you know a character called Lily Savage? Because I'm saying Paul O'Grady, Lily Savage. And I'm hearing such deep bellied laughter going on here, Lisa. Please, 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 please know that she not only is okay, but she is very much connected to you. And something to do with the wardrobe is being significant here. She keeps going, wardrobe like that, like that. Okay. She's always going to be in your heart. She's always going to be connected to you. Don't think that she ran away from you. That's not the case. Alrighty. Thank you for being here, Lisa. Thank you for sharing your message and thank you for your question. Guys, it's 9:15. I'm really, 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 really running out of time. Wendy Watson says, great reading. Thank you very much, Wendy. It's so kind. Appreciate it. Pauline Hook says, is there anything for me, please? Pauline, what is it you need, my darling? Honestly, I'd really love to be able to help you. Wendy's joining us from Australia as well. Good morning, Wendy. Okay, so listen, all you guys who are reading this Bro Jake rubbish, my advice is to you is do not go and connect to this guy. This guy here is a fake, alrighty? And all they're going to try and do is they're going to try and extract as much money from you as possible. Okay, so don't believe them, don't connect to them. Any true mediums don't do what they're doing. Okay, true mediums and true psychics don't do that. Okay, so these are literally thieves. I'll say quite on here. You want to sue me? Come ahead. All right. So, Wendy from Australia says, "Is there any message for me?" I haven't got a message for you, Wendy, but I'm told to give you a card. Okay. No message coming through for you. Um. Oh well, actually, hang on. Just as I was about to quickly grab a card for you, I get pulled over to the right hand side, which means dad's side of the family, but it's a female on dad's side of the family that wants to acknowledge you. So it's either a grandmother on dad's side or an aunt on dad's side that wants to be acknowledged as being around you. I'm hearing the name Anne being shouted here, or Anna, Annie, a strong A connection they want me to acknowledge. Okay. But the card, let's have a look. One. Okay, straight up the top. This is something I try to tell people on a regular basis. Listen! Okay, listen. Whoosh. Quieten your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet, receptive state without worry about exact nature of your desires manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Just listen. That's really good advice, actually. Really, really good advice. Now, Sophia Jane, this is something unfortunately that I get on a regular basis. I really need to hear from my loved one who one lost unexpectedly and never got a chance to say goodbye properly. Well, Sophia, we're very sorry, so very sorry for your loss. Okay, that is the way of life. Sometimes I'm talking to Sophia and I'm talking to everybody else who's listening. Sometimes our friends and family choose to go that way because they think that that is going to be the least amount of pain served by their crossing. Okay, and it's why I say on a regular basis, communicate, appreciate, and validate everyone in your life. So a medium never has to do it for you. Sophia, all of our friends and family who cross over have an opportunity to stay with us for a certain amount of time. Okay. So if they've crossed over recently, then they will still be connected to the family. They'll be moving around the family to try and bring an air of love, an air of support, an air of contemplation where they can bring the stress levels down. So, like the last message to Wendy Watson, sit quietly, my darling. Close your eyes, see them at their best. They are at their best now. They're not the person that who just crossed over. That's the physicality. Okay. The soul, the person steps out of this physical thing, steps out of the car, and they are at their best. So see them as you remember them at their very best, and they will communicate with you. Just sit quietly, close your eyes, and just see them, and let your mind wander like you're daydreaming. Okay, then don't challenge the information that comes through. Give it a shot. And if you've got any problems with that, give me a call. Uh, oh, there you go. Neve says, yes, I'm a hairdresser as it happens. Tickety boo. You're off and going. Reported Bro Jake says, Wendy, thank you very much, Wendy. I really appreciate that. These guys are literally thieves. Literally thieves. So don't trust them. Facebook user says, hi, Paul. Hope you're well. I am getting a lot better. I'm still suffering from that backache, but I'm getting a lot better. But I really would love to say hi to you, whoever you are. Thank you for taking the time out and coming and talking to me today. I appreciate it so very much. But come and join me on YouTube, far, far better, and I'll be able to see who you are. Go into YouTube in the search bar, type Paul Francis Medium, and when you get in, click the subscribe button and then click the little bell icon. And everybody who's watching me tonight, if you're watching me on YouTube, make sure that you have clicked that like button. That's really, really important because if you guys don't click the like button, you don't share the show and watch the show through, we'll get kicked off. And I'll have to say goodbye. G'day from Australia, says Wendy. G'day. Oh, we got another Whiz Kid Stanley. Whiz Kid Stanley. That tells you about everything right there, doesn't it? Whiz Kid Stanley. Hi, my name's Whiz Kid Stanley, and I'll be ripping you off today. Please report these idiots. Thank you so much. Kathy, good evening, my darling Whiz Kid Stanley. Oh, not only are they assholes, but they can't even come up with a decent name. Okay, they are ripping you off. Okay, block them, report them to Facebook, and don't let them anywhere near your Facebook. Do not click on them. You click on them, they've got access to your computer, and then guess what? They got access to everything that you have. Right? Do not click on them. My internet is rubbish tonight. Sounds like you're stuttering. Nah, it's just because I've been drinking a lot, Trudy. Julie Sharp says, amazing readings tonight, Paul. Thank you. Julie, thank you. I really appreciate that. Nancy Marino, good evening. Shield Nova, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Presh says, thank you. You're welcome. Very, very welcome. Jane Nielsen says, I can take what you say, Paul. My home is next to the beach. Thank you so very, very much. You're welcome. What is my YouTube channel? Says Shield. Just in the search bar, Shield, type in Paul Francis Medium. And when, Paul Francis Medium, it'll bring you straight back to the show. Boom. It's always great to be on the show, says Emma. A great positivity from you, Paul. I appreciate that. Thank you so very, very much. Fresh is joining us on YouTube. Hey, Fresh, welcome to the show, my darling. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon, and you'll be able to join me twice a week, all week through, and you'll learn a lot from this channel as well. Um, good one. I'm not dead yet. I love that. I'm not dead yet. Good one. Offensive when you're defensive. I can relate. Yeah. You become offensive when you're defensive. It's when, people say things. People don't say things. They say things as a, like that. Hey, you're ugly. I'm ugly. Really? Look at yourself, you butt ugly kid. So we say that as an offensive defensive. Whereas you say, you're ugly. The response is harder to go, why would you say that? Why am I ugly? Okay, because then they go, oh, well, you're not ugly, So, and then if you want to win an argument, agree with the person. Just agree with them. You're ugly. I think you're right. Then they go, what did you say? Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think I'm that good looking of a person. Then there's no argument because you've agreed with them. Best way to win an argument. And the boss says to you, "You're fired." You say, "No, no, I'm not." They go, "What? I'm not fired." No, I'm not. You're only saying that because you've got an issue. What's the issue? And if we can't deal with the issue, then I'll leave the company. Sheila says your guidance is appreciated. Sheila, you're welcome. I can give you guidance where I can. Seatbelt psychics, get off Paul's show. You're proven fraud. Thank you very much. Good to see you back live, whoever this is, and thank you for the lovely hearts and kisses. I really appreciate it. We're coming to the end of the show right now. Oh my gosh. There's that whiz kid. What a whiz kid. I'm a whiz kid because I'm not that good. I'm a dope ass. I'm gonna rip you off. Sorry, you've been unwell, says my dear friend Don. And great to see you bounce back quickly. I'm not too sure about bouncing, but I did my best. But Don, listen, thank you for always being there and always being supportive. I really appreciate it. Marisa says, I have two jobs up in the air. I need to choose one which will best suit my home schedule with the kids. Listen, the very fact that you've got two jobs, wow, well done you. Okay, here's my advice to you. Only choose what takes you closer to your goals. Okay? What takes you closer to the goals, what brings you more peace in your heart and more joy to your day. Because when you have peace in your heart and joy in your day, not only do you bring an income in from the job, but you bring that sense of peace and joy back to your home, of which the kids will just literally feed off. So it may not be the most financially beneficial, but it'll bring you more joy and greater dividends in other areas of your life. I always told my children when they were growing up, when you choose a career, only choose that what brings you closer to your happiness, makes you happy. I said to my kids, if you want to be a bin man and that makes you absolutely happy, then be a bin man. I will wholeheartedly support you. But only choose a job that brings you happiness and love, and then you won't ever work a day in your life. But when you choose, Marisa, the job that brings you happiness and contentment and love and strength, you get an income, but you also bring that happiness, strength, love, and contentment back to your home, which feeds your family in another way as well. Give it a go. Oh, this idiot, Bro Jake is back. I've blocked him, but please make sure that you guys do not click on WizKid or Bro Jake. Oh, do not trust any of those idiots. I really dislike total strangers calling me love. Just as well I call you love because I'm not a total stranger then, isn't it? Nice, sweetheart. I've known you longer than I've known myself. So Faye sharing my link to the show. Joe Sampson, good evening, welcome. Doreen McAvoy, good evening. Max Colt, good evening. First time viewer, Max, welcome. to the show. You come in literally right at the end of the show, though. I'd love to be able to do a session for you, read for you, but I'm really literally right at the end of the show. I will be back Thursday night, though. Please come and join us. But in the meantime, Wednesday night, make sure that you come in and join my dear friend Roger Garza Sr. and his beautiful wife Faye for their show, Latino Psychic Visions, and that'll be on Wednesday. Okay. Wow. Latino Psychic Visions gave me a message. Now, my beloved, there you go. Fiona Shelbourne says, Sherry, give me your date of birth or your left hand palm to get immediate. No, don't trust anybody like that. Don't do that. And the block user. Okay. Listen, if you are a legitimate psychic, not like these idiots here, if you're a legitimate psychic and you want to come to me privately and say, listen, I love your show, I want to do something more, is there any way you can help? The likelihood of me helping you is very, very high. If you jump in my show like these morons here, you're going to get kicked off and you're going to get reported. So, seatbelt psychics, sort off. Okay. Do our departed ones, let's have a wee quick. Jane Lowe says, do our departed ones get their energies together to visit us on our birthday? Actually, that is one of the strongest times that they will visit you on their birthday and their anniversary. See, those who are in spirit, they don't talk about the day they died because they don't have any relevance to the concept of death, right? Because if they're alive, why would they relate to death? So they say to me, birthday anniversary. Okay, so their energy is strong on their birthday anniversaries. Okay, but they're also equally strong on your birthday and anniversary as well. So, for example, if a lady loses her husband or husband loses his wife, on your wedding anniversary, their strength is strong there as well because they have got something to work off, memories and energies. So, our departed ones are connected to us, but they're connected to us as more often than you would know. Okay, they connect to us more often than you could possibly know. They try to talk to you on a regular basis. The thing about it is, the way I say to people is this: when you cross over to the other side of life, are you going to want to walk through a third party medium? Okay, are you going to want to talk directly to your friends and family? Think about it. You're going to want to talk directly to your friends and family. So give them the opportunity to talk to you by just relaxing, closing your eyes, and letting them talk to you. Guys, I've reached the end of the show. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for bringing me back, and thank you for always supporting me. Please don't respond to any of these idiots who jump on themselves and call them stupid names. They are rip-off merchants, okay? Sue Vinnigham's arm night on Biddy's babysitting on those twins' roots. I know. Don't worry, my darling. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Vanessa Mail, sorry, I gotta go. Vanessa, good to see you. Listen, I will see you guys all on Thursday night. Thanks for being here. Make sure that you share the show. Make sure you come and join Roger Faye Wednesday night and then join us all again this coming Thursday night. But until I see you again, have a great time. Good night. God bless.
You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNtalkradio.com.